Hello, my name is Ed Smith from Today FM, but more importantly, as I said before, Mount Temple Road. I'm pointing up there as if you know where it is. You can probably see my house from here. And I'm joined by...
Hello, I'm May Kay, more importantly from Oxmantown Road. Over there. Our exact addresses will be in the link below.
Exactly, yes. If you need to find us afterwards, which you may do. First of all, apologies for the lo-fi nature of this. I'm holding this with my hand. All the budget for today's MC production went in securing May Kay's services.
A busy guy.
And we got a bit of hummus from Lilliput and some bacon fries from Walsh's. So
busted. Budget's busted.
Yeah, it's Hollywood standards. Anyway, welcome to
the Great Stoneybatter Festival Concert 2021.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, so it's going to be really, if you could throw an avocado from here where we are, and you'd hit somebody super talented. That's what Stoneybatter is all about, and what the concert is, as it always is each and every year for the Stoneybatter Festival, is to showcase just all the incredible talents hidden amongst the fabled streets of Stoneybatter. So we've got some poetry, of course, we've got some music, we've got a Joyce soliloquy.
Ooh, of course we do.
Stoneybatter,
it's Dublin 7.
Yeah, of course. So there has to be a bit of Joyce thrown in, and it's spoken word, and it's all going to be finished off with a phenomenal performance. Sorry for that paper rolling around there. A phenomenal performance from the Atomic Stage School. So yeah.
And it's I'm a newer member. Between the two of us, I'm the newest member of the Stoneybatter crew.
Glowing.
So this is my first time living in the area and being at the Stoneybatter Festival. It's a very different experience. Ed, what were they like pre-C word?
Well, of course, since the the C word, the streets would be full of just people getting to know the district and the area. I think that maybe it would invite a lot of people in that maybe didn't know Stoneybatter that well. And then it was a great excuse and a reason for people that do live here and love it to celebrate all that makes Stoneybatter such a special hodgepodge, a smorgasbord of sensational souls.
And it is, as someone who's been here, so I lived on North Brunswick Street years ago, but I've lived on Oxmantown Road since last September, I think. And it's such an amazing place to live. I saw kind of firsthand how tight the community is when a lovely woman called Gladys passed away from Oxmantown Road, and how everyone stood in front on the street, socially distanced. They showed their respect the best way they could. So it's such a lovely place to live. And that's just one of our props, just to let you know. It's a buzzing place.
That's the catering van. So listen, that's what it's all about. On with the show. So as I said, it's a real mixture of wind and hot sun on my face, but it's a real mixture of real talents that all live locally here in Stoneybatter. And we're kicking on. Excuse me, the auto cue again. All the budget went on
honestly,
on May Kay's hair and makeup. So
can we sort out the auto cue, please, guys? Never gonna have to go off the sheets.
So
that's not what I agreed.
Kicking it all off with Susie and the Odd Dogs. Susie and the Odd Dogs on vocals. We've got Suzanne Carla, bass Dave Redmond, Dominic Mullen on drums, and on piano Scott Flanagan.
Let's hear it.
All right.
Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there will be free if you truly wish to be. If you wanna view paradise, came up and talked to me, said there's a fire pit that I've gotta see. When she saw smoke, her eyes lit up with the fright. She sprang away into the wet dark night, and she calls herself Queen Rye, the matriarch of every frog gone by. She knows the secrets of all her kind, gotta track what's coming behind. Her subject, she just sat on a bench to ramble and reflect. Her visit was precocious to me, oh, she came and she went so vicariously. Yes, she was the envy of all of the creatures that I've ever known, from the depths of the desert as far as Sierra Leone. Oh, she knows she was something sweet, she might even make a tasty treat. We lured her back to the fire pit, we tricked her to stick herself on a spit. When she saw smoke, her eyes lit up with the fright. We dined on fine frog's legs that night, and she called herself Queen Rye, the matriarch of every frog gone by. She knew the secrets of all her kind, at a track what was coming behind. Yeah, she was the envy of all of the creatures that I've ever known, from the depths of the desert as far as Sierra Leone. Oh, she knows she was something sweet.
Hi, my name is Rachel Lally. I'm really excited to be involved in the Stoneybatter Festival this year. I'm a local actor, writer and poet, and this is a piece I wrote called Strawberry Blonde. My hair remembers being torn by plastic teeth, painfully ripping red strands by the root. It remembers pain is beauty and beauty is pain. It was virgin then, untouched by chemicals and box dyes or henna from the Asian market with its exotic smells, saying dying is lying. I swore my hair would go white with grace and never cheat the rules of time. I had never met a white-haired woman who wasn't strong, mysterious, kind. My hair roared for attention every morning and throughout the day, reminding my eyes and face and work that it was there. Unruly locks falling down, refusing to be bound, a master escapist of plaits and ponytails. It took hours of my mother's time, brushing, teasing, washing, drying, crying. It was warned never to go to bed wet. Lying in my godmother's house with towel-dried hair and clean sheets, afraid dampness would drench the pillow spread into my lungs and make me sick, that my scarlet crown would stop me from waking up. It remembers Carrot Top and Ginge and looking like a right Irish Colleen, insisting on being called Strawberry Blonde because red felt like a dirty word. Packets of hint of a tint from the pharmacy. It learned that boys don't fancy gingers. It remembers torturous curling wands and straightening irons, willing it to be something it was not. Extensions, clumps clogging the shower, being cut entirely off, making my mother grieve, growing slowly back. The first time, fingers ran through it gently, holding my face like a gift, being pulled in bed to put it in its place by men who watched videos that told them it would like it, but who didn't like it when I did it back. Flowing on the school floor, my little students creeping over, tiny hands wanting to play makeover, sharing that bond of girlhood, primitive monkey grooming. It remembers its first white strand, caught by autumn sun in the rear view mirror, shining out a mile in a sea of bronze. The panic. Being torn out by the root, feeling betrayal as I stared at the truth of time in my hand. It was forgotten for weeks when my heart broke. Matted knots told the world the turmoil I was in, the sudden split ends going separate ways. It sees itself, glimmering bronze in the photo of my nanny outside her old house, in the strands of my brother's beard, and in my niece's curl. A legacy of locks and strands of DNA, genes expressed in me.
As a young man I went riding down on western plains in the state of North Dakota. I met my Nellie Kane. I met my Nellie Kane. She was living in a lonesome cabin with some other man. For 5 years she waited for him as long as a woman can. As long as a woman can. And I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind. The kind of love I can't explain that I have for Nellie Kane. She took me on to work that day to help her till the land. In the afternoon we planted seeds, in the evening we held hands. In the evening we held hands. Her blue eyes told me everything that a man could want to know. Was then that I realized that I would never go, that I could never go. And I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind. The kind of love I can't explain that I have for Nellie Kane. How many years have passed on by, her son has grown up tall, and I became a father to him, and she became my all, and she became my all. And I don't know what changed my mind, till then I was a rambling kind. The kind of love I can't explain that I held for Nellie Kane. The kind of love I can't explain that I held for Nellie Kane. To Canaan's land I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. The darkest night will turn to day, where the soul of man never dies. No sound, no sound, no tear dim eyes, where all is joy and love, and the soul of man never dies. The roses blooming there for me, where the soul will never die. And I will spend eternity where the soul of man never dies. No sad, no sad, no tear dim night, where all is peace and joy, and the soul of man never dies. the way to home, where the soul of man never dies. No sad, no weep, no sad, no tear dim eyes, where all is peace is love, and the soul of man never dies. Where all is peace is love, and the soul of man never dies.
All right, that was amazing.
Wow, thank you so much, Dangerfield. And what an amazing way to open the show. We also had Rachel Lally, Aoife Moore with Kevin Burke, and the opening act, Susie and the Odd Dogs. You're here at the Stoneybatter, the Great Stoneybatter Festival Concert 2021. Thanks for joining us.
I was just wondering, does this remind you of presenting with Hugh at Other Voices?
Just like hair colour wise?
Because I look like him.
Hair colour wise, vibe wise,
Yeah.
the fact you're from Mayo and he's from Wales, I've always thought they were quite...
Hugh Stevens, if you want to look him up, Google him. Just look up handsome Welshman and you'll get my face. Anyway, we digress. On with the show.
On with the show, and we've got loads more coming up in this segment. Later on, you're going to hear from Paul Gonnelly, the poet Jeff. We're going to hear from Mary Barnacut and some music from Niall Thomas. But first up, this is Michael O'Sullivan.
Ooh, James Connolly.
Hello, my name is MJ Sullivan, or Michael O'Sullivan, and I live on 45 Niall Street. I'm going to sing a song called James Connolly by Patrick Galvin. Now, James Connolly, believe it or not, is a resident of Stoneybatter. However, in his mortal remains are actually kept at Arbour Hill Cemetery here in Stoneybatter. I was very, very fortunate back in 2016 to play James Connolly in a play called Pull Down a Horseman by Eugene McCabe. And we did play it as close to Stoneybatter as you could get down in the museum here. So I'm going to sing this song, James Connolly by Patrick Galvin. Where, oh, where is our James Connolly? Where, oh, where is that gallant man? He is gone to organise the union, that working men, they might yet be free. Where, oh, where is our citizens' army? Where, oh, where is that gallant band? They have gone to join the great rebellion, that working men, they might yet be free. Who'll carry high the burning flag? Who'll carry high the burning flag? Who but our James Connolly, the hero of the working man? They carried him up to the jail. They carried him up to the jail, and they shot him down on a bright May morning, and quickly laid him in his gore. Who mourns the death of this great man? Who mourns the death of this great man? Oh, bury me down in yon green garden, with Union men on every side. So they buried him down in yon green garden, with Union men on every side. And they swore that they would form a mighty union, that James Connolly's name might be filled with pride. Where, oh, where is our James Connolly. Where, oh, where is that gallant man? He is gone to organize the union that working men they might yet be free.
Hey Stoneybatter Festival, Niall Thomas is my name. This is a song called Morning Star Avenue. Sow the seeds, watch them grow. How it will end, sure, no one knows. You place your faith in what fate may bring. Go now and let the games begin. Tracks tumbling to the sea. Some stake this, some mistake we're in. Roses for the bullet holes, for the ones who never made it home. We're only a slip away. We're only a slip away. We're only a slip away. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue. Sail the seas, talk to every man, love every queen from every land. You settle for, settling for. Isn't that all you could be hoping for? We're only a slip away. We're only a slip away. We're only a slip away. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue. Morning Star Avenue.
severed hands and mangled feet, folded rusted metal cages, symbols of our earth's defeat.
How are you? I'm the poet Jeff. I the group in Stoneybatter here, and I'm delighted to be part of the festival this year, so thanks to Davina and everybody who's asked me to be part of it. This poem is called The Gloaming. It's like I've forgotten how to respond when people say hello. Not just to strangers, but people I know. Come to resent old social cues. What's the crack? Any news? No. There's no crack. No news. Just days when I'm grand and days when I'm blue. Weeks without plans with nothing to do. It's like there's nothing to look forward to. Each day is like Groundhog Day. The morning alarm is like a slap in the face. New day. Same four walls that begin to feel like a cage. I try to do something. Anything until this goes away. I can't get motivated, so I just sit inside and wait. Some days I sit and dream about the things that I miss, close my eyes and slip into nostalgic bliss. Relive days gone by, day-to-day normalities that I thought benign, like hugging someone when we'd meet or say goodbye, touching someone's face if there's something in their eye. Touch. I really miss touch. I miss going to the bar to kill some time. I used to take it for granted. Now those days are constantly on my mind. I miss that midweek text to see if I'm alright. You okay? Do you fancy a pint? Promising myself that one would stay in for the night. Same story every time. I'm trying not to think too far into the future. Living day to day seems to be more useful. It's less scary. There's not as many possibilities. The what ifs terrify me. So I've stopped looking at the news. A safe future will be possible soon. One day this pandemic will be gone. We'll meet friends again. Get in a plane again. Dance naked on a beach in the rain again. Lose days at a festival. Lose our mind drinking cocktails. We'll embrace our parents. Take normality for granted. We'll make it through this. We'll taste the freedom that we all crave. Take a massive bite out of life and let the juices stain our face. Look back on this time as the hardest of our life. Rejoice. Because through the hardship, the loneliness, the suffering, the darkness and the pain, we survived.
I met my love upon the road. And I said, my darling, I will follow where you go. And oh, I met my love upon the road. And death, he said that he would follow too. And death, he said that he would follow too. And I said, my darling, I will always be with you. For I knew somehow that death he followed too. And oh, my little darling, when you die. And oh, my little darling, when you die. Will you paint all your colors on the sky? And oh, my little darling, when you die. And death, he came and he took her by the hand. And death, he came and he took her by the hand. They sailed on down that river to a never darkening land. And so, my girl, I will never love again. And so, my girl, I will never love again. And I will wait until the day we meet again. But another I will never love again. And death, he came and he took her by the hand. And death, he came and he took her by the hand. We sailed on down that river to a never darkening land. So, my girl, I will never love again. So, my girl, I will never love again.
Happy Stoneybatter Festival, everyone.
And we're back. Thankfully, you're not seeing any of the outtakes. This
I
is
think-
hour 4.
We just heard a beautiful song, Colour in the Sky, from Sarah Elaine. We also heard from Paul Donnelly, some poetry from the poet Jeff. We also opened this segment with Michael O'Sullivan. Niall Thomas performed a lovely song called Morningstar Avenue, and we'd like to say that if you would like to donate to the Morningstar Hostel, you can do so through the morningstarhostel.com/donate. And also to mention that beautiful piece from Mary Barnicle was filmed by Burr Quinn and Stephen Tiernan of Sonic Studios, which is just on Manor Street in the Yard, Dublin 7.
The Yard.
The Yard! Get up it!
Shout out to local hero Niall Thomas, one of the great heroes of Stoneybatter. Now, next up, if I can wrestle my sheet away from the wind, my hair.
Hair's looking good.
I did go for the Elton John.
Any comments about Ed's hair, please leave
Please
comment
don't.
section below.
Next up, we've got Niall Coakley, a little bit of trad. This is lovely,
Yes.
actually. Sorry now. So this, he's, in his own words, I introduced the 2 tunes in the video that are actually children's songs, as well as being played as tunes in Irish music. The motivation for choosing these tunes was the many foxes that I've seen in the streets of Stoneybatter. That is true.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah, now I get it. Yeah, so here we are. Here is Niall Coakley with Madryn Rua. Rua.
Happy Stoneybatter Festival, everybody. I'm going to play 2 tunes. The first one's called On Madryn Rua, Little Red Fox. Many have been spotted in Stoneybatter in the last year for sure. And the second tune is called Niad na Lochan Savuta, which is the duck's nest in the moat. Hope you enjoy.
Hi everyone, a very happy Stoneybatter Festival to you, and I hope you survived the last year and got through it okay. My name is John O'Regan, and I'm going to play a Van Morrison song, Into the Mystic, just because it's one of my favourite songs and I love it, and I hope you enjoy it and enjoy the festival. Thanks very much. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Heard the bonnie boat was warm as we sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Ooh. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. I don't have to fear it now. Gonna rock your gypsy soul, just like we're back in those days of old. And magnificently we will fall into the mystic, yeah. Come on, girl. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da.
hear it. I don't have to fear it now. Wanna rock your gypsy soul. And just like we're back in those days of old. And together we'll fall into this thing. Come on, girl. Bow, bow, ba la 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 la. Bow, bow, ba la 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 la. Ba la 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 la. Bow, bow, ba la 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 la. It's too late to stop now.
I first started to read Molly here for the Stoneybatter Fest in number 55 Prussia Street, Sayre Old Skull Naherin, which is the site of the former City Arms Hotel, home of Molly and Leopold Bloom, where they lived in room number 9 from 1893 to 1894. The final chapter of Ulysses, Penelope, is where we get to hear Molly's thoughts. They're delivered in a stream of consciousness that completely lacks punctuation. It is made up of 8 extremely long sentences, the last being 4,391 words, making it the longest sentence in the English language. The last words of Ulysses belong to Molly. God of heaven, there's nothing like nature. The wild mountains, then the sea and the waves rushing, and the beautiful country with fields of oats and wheat, all kinds of things, primroses and violets, nature it is. As for them saying there's no God, well, I wouldn't give a snap of my 2 fingers for all their learning. Why don't they go and create something, I often asked him. Atheists, or whatever it is they call themselves, go and wash the cobbles off themselves. First they go howling for the priest and they dying. And why? Why, because they're afraid of hell on account of their bad conscience. Ah, yes, I know them well. Who was the first person in the universe before there was anybody that made it all? Who? Ha, that they don't know. And neither do I, so there you go. They might as well try to stop the sun from rising tomorrow. The sun shines for you, he said. That day we were lying among the rhododendrons on Howth Head, in the grey tweed suit and his straw hat. The day I got him to propose to me, yes. First I gave him a bit of seed cake out of my mouth. And it was leap year like now, yes. 16 years ago. My God. After that long kiss, I near lost my breath. Yes. He said I was a flower of the mountain, yes. So we are flowers all. A woman's body, yes. And that was the one true thing he said in all his life. And the sun shines for you today. And that was why I liked him. Because I saw he understood or felt what a woman is. And I knew I could always get round him. I gave him all the pleasure I could, leading him on until he asked me to say yes. And I wouldn't answer first, only looked out over the sea and sky. I was thinking of so many things he didn't know of. Mulvey and Mr. Stanhope and Hester and father, and old Captain Groves and the sailors playing All Birds Fly, and the sentry in the front of the governor's house with that thing around his white helmet, poor devil half roasted, and the Spanish girls laughing in their shawls and their tall combs, and the auctions in the morning, and the poor donkeys slipping, half asleep, and the old castle thousands of years old, yes. And those handsome Moors, all in white and turbans like kings, asking you to sit down in their little bit of shop. And Rhonda with the old windows of the posadas, glancing eyes a lattice hid for lovers to kiss. And the iron and the wine shops half open at night, and the castanets. Oh, and the sea crimson, sometimes like fire. And the glorious sunsets, and the fig trees in the Almeida Gardens, yes, and all the queer little streets, and the pink and blue and yellow houses, and the rose gardens, and the jessamine and geraniums and cactuses, and Gibraltar as a girl, where I was a flower of the mountain, yes. And when I put that rose in my hair like the Andalusian girls used, and how he kissed me under the Moorish wall, and I thought, well, as well him as another. And then I asked him with my eyes to ask me again. Yes. And then he asked me, would I? Yes. To say yes, my mountain flower. First I put my arms around him, yes, and drew him down to me, so he could feel my breasts all perfume. Yes. His heart was going like mad. And yes, I said, yes.
Everybody needs a change, a chance to check out the new. You're the only one who sees changes you bring yourself through. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it. You get off your trip. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. 'Cause I'll be standing for you. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. It's all gonna be okay. Bye.
Hi, my name is Charlie Moon and I'm a jazz guitarist and a singer. And today I've decided to play a very well-known jazz standard called What a Difference a Day Made by Maria Grieber. Hope you enjoy. What a difference a day made. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterdays were blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights were through, dear, since you said you were mine. What a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day made. And the difference is you. What a difference a day made. And the difference is you. Thank you.
We're back.
We're back, we're back. That was such an amazing display of just a bit of what goes on around here in Stoneybatter in Dublin 7. A fraction at most.
Yes, at
that
most.
didn't make sense.
1/8.
1/8
of a quarter of what goes on around these very special little roads and inlets and streets that make up Stoneybatter. It's not just the roads though, or the houses. It's of course it's the people in them and their amazing talents, the sense of community and
from
spirit.
all over the country.
Yeah, from all over the country, from Carlow,
Mayo,
but from all over the world, let's say it. And they're all living here, cheek by jowl, for the most part, in good spirits. And we want to thank everyone for spending their day or their few little minutes watching us today in our concert, a little showcase of what we're all about here in the Stoneybatter Festival.
Yeah, absolutely. And that last segment, we heard beautiful music from Niall Coakley, John O'Regan, poetry from Paula Mongi, and more music from Susie and the Odd Dogs and Paul Connolly, and we finished off there with Charlie Moon. You've all been absolutely amazing, and I know soon we all mind ourselves and stay hopeful that we'll all be able to do this all together at some stage, and it's something I think we're all looking forward to.
Yes, you'll be able to see this here in person, hopefully, and thanks to May Kay for joining me on MC duties.
Thanks
this
to Ed
year.
Smith for having me.
Yeah, she's right. We're going to finish off. First, I want to say thanks to the committee, Stoneybatter Festival Committee, everyone who's involved and who made this happen, and of course to all the performers, the poetry readers, the soliloquiers, and the trad musicians, and everyone that made it such a special event. But we're going to finish off with a performance of We Will Come Back Home from the amazing Atomic Stage School. Thank you all so much. Bye. Stoneybatter for life.
And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again.
I drank champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praised my name. But those were someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, a crazy speed of always needing more. But when